Hi Internet, Matt from Awesome Wood Things, and I have something awesome to show you. This is an iPad meant to capture email addresses for people waiting in line at a bakery. I was talking with the owner and we were thinking of a way to do this where people wouldn't just walk off with the iPad, and I said, well, I'll wrap it in wood and we'll put a cable to it and tether it behind the counter. People can take it off the counter a couple feet while they're in line, enter their email address, and put it back. Easy peasy, right? Well, this turned out to be pretty difficult. I'll show you the features of it now. I've removed the top and you can see there's a compartment on the inside, and this is meant to hold a battery USB charger stick because the iPad can't run from open to close without running out of battery, so that supplies extra battery power to it. So I needed this compartment. But I didn't want to bring it the whole way out to the end because I wanted a little bit of room so the customer can grab it, because when you're looking at it this way you can't see the box behind it, so you'll come up and you'll grab it, and there'll be something for you to hold on to. Now let's look at the back of the lid. Neodymium magnets. I know they look small and not very strong, but believe me, they are very, very strong. And these precisely align with these magnets here. There is no locking mechanism, but if a customer were to put their finger in there and yank it, it won't come out. You have to wrench it really, really hard. Now these rails hold down this piece of plywood, and this piece of plywood keeps the iPad from falling into the box when people are pressing on it from the outside, so it locks everything down. And these themselves are on magnets. So I had to hog out this wood and then fill this with epoxy, put these magnets on here, and then snap it into place, hoping that I had just the right amount of epoxy and it didn't seep onto the wood, because if it touched the wood it would lock it into place, because when this sets up it is smooth as glass and hard as a rock. So with a bunch of trial and error, getting just the right liquid epoxy in there, I got that to work, and that snaps it down and holds this to the iPad so it doesn't shake. This one is permanently attached. Then if you want to get to the iPad, you can pull this out. Again, this one's permanent and that locks it down there. Get that out. And then here's the iPad. If you reach behind it and push this way, you can pop it out, and then it just comes right out like this. And now you've freed the iPad, and there's a little space down there for the cable that actually wraps around this way so it doesn't kink. And the program's pretty easy. It's just a web page that rotates, and this little red line of text will shift just to catch the people's eye. There it went, just popped. And when you, now it'll go in verse too, so it doesn't have screen burn in. So after it, there it went. So now that's the idea. And then you touch it and you'll go to the email address, first name, hit subscribe, and then it'll take you back to that same screen. If you get lost, you can press the home key. There's only one thing in the tray. Click that. Boom. Back to normal. Easy peasy. So now all I have to do is put a piece of hardware here to attach a cable wrapped in plastic, put that behind the counter, leave a couple feet, good to go. This is cherry on the outside for the frame, a solid piece of plywood, and I had to use, I had to cut this inside out on the scroll saw, and it's very, very hard to get a straight line on a scroll saw, but I did it and it looks really, really good. So that's the walkthrough of this point of sale email capturing picture frame and iPad. I love it. Hope you do too. Thanks.